Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Oh, we got a fun one for you today. If I roll down here, we've got some little call to action boxes here. As you can see, we've got some bouncing icons on the top. Now usually I like to write my own code, but Divi's just implemented an AI feature that can actually write your CSS code for you. So we're going to use that today. Really easy to do and great fun. So let's enable the visual builder and we'll get started. Let's go down and we'll build these little call to action boxes. I'm going to add a new section. Little blue button to add a new section. I'm going to use a regular section for mine today. And let's pop 3 columns in there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to add is an icon module. This is what we're going to use to bounce up and down with. Choose whatever icon you want to have on yours, obviously over here. We'll come back and style this in a moment. But I'm going to add a little call to action underneath and make it look like one module, a bit like we did with our little icon boxes down here. So I'm going to add a new module just underneath that. I'm going to use a call to action. Of course, you can use anything you want. A little bit too much text there for me. Let's get rid of some of that. Obviously, you have some real text to put in yours. Title, obviously. Put what you want your button to say. And you may have noticed there's no button, or you may not have noticed because there's no button. To get the button to show up, just go into the link down below here and put a link in it. If you want to add a link to the whole module, so anywhere they click around here, you can do so down here. I'm happy for it just to be on the button because we're going to have this little icon bouncing, kind of pointing down to this info here. Okay, well, I'm going to go down in the background now. I'm going to remove that blue background and that text will disappear into the white background there because it's white on white. I'm going to save what we've got here. I'm going to go into my row, same as we did down below. Green tab for the row. I'm going to go into my column and give it a background. So both these modules look like they're sitting. So both these modules look like they're one. So I'm in the column. I'm going to go down to background. I'm going to make mine not quite black, one stop up from black perhaps. Great. And as you can see, that kind of looks like one module now. We've got a icon module sitting on top and a call to action on the bottom. Now, while I'm in the row, we've just edited this column. I'm going to do the same thing for these columns here. So I'm just going to right click on the first column. I say extend item styles. I'm going to extend those styles to this row. That way, each of these columns will now have that dark background. And I'll show you how to duplicate this really easy in a moment. Okay, well, let's just style up a little icon and we'll create the little bouncy effect. So I'm going to go into the icon itself. I'm going to go over to design. I want to take mine down a little bit in size and I think I'll make it white in color. Obviously, styling is entirely up to you. Make it about 50 pixels. I'm going to go down to spacing below. I'm going to give it perhaps 30 on the top. I'm also going to take away any margin from the bottom of it so it tightens it up a little bit with the content down below. Margin's just above here, so if you just put a 0 in the bottom there, that'll tighten it up. Fantastic. Well, let's make this thing bounce. So if you go over to your advanced, I'm going to go down to custom CSS. Now, like I say, most of the time I really enjoy writing CSS and code, so I write my own. But they've just implemented an AI button down here. So if we click on the AI button, we could say, make the icon bounce infinitely over, let's say, 2 seconds. And let's generate that code. And there we have it. It's bouncing. That's worked perfectly. Now, if you want to slow it down, you can change that to 3 seconds. quite like that 3 seconds. If you wanted to speed it up, you could change it to 1 second. That's a little quick for me. Let's change it back to, I quite like the 3 actually. I'm going to leave it like that. When you're happy, you can hit use this code. If you want to, you can choose to improve it with AI, make it better, format, improve compatibility, optimize, or convert color values. We've got no colors going on there. If it's not working for you, you can hit the retry. This all seems to be working for me, so I'm going to go ahead and hit use this code. We'll save our changes to the icon there. And if you want to duplicate this really easily, I do it on the back end. It's probably the best way. Hit the little purple button down here. Got a little icon on the left-hand side, wireframe view. That takes us to the back end here. There's our icon. I'm going to duplicate it a couple of times. I'm going to drag one over here. Doesn't matter which one, they're all identical as we've duplicated them. And one over here. Or we can do the same for the call to action. And again, doesn't matter which one you drag over, they're all identical. When you're happy, switch back to front-end mode, desktop mode in this case. And there we go, we've got 3 of them. Really easy. And that's a great little feature. Like I say, I like to write my own custom code, but if you want something done quite quickly, that's a great way of doing it. Like I say, it's free initially, and I think you've got 100 credits or something like that. And then if you like it, you can sign up. But I think that's a great little feature. So let's save draft and exit the visual builder. Great. Just had to make sure that this is working on the front end there. So there you go, guys. There's how to create some little icon boxes or bouncing icon boxes with the Divi AI CSS generator. Really easy to use, nice little feature. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.